Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you are doing well. Today I want to talk about something that has become one of the biggest lessons in my life. The importance of continuing despite uncertainty. We often believe that successful people have everything figured out. We imagine they always know what to do next, where they are going, and how everything will turn out. But in reality, most journeys begin with uncertainty. Mine certainly did. There were many moments when I didn't know whether the next opportunity would lead anywhere. I didn't know whether my efforts would be recognized or whether they would simply become another experience. Yet I kept moving forward. Not because I had all the answers, but because I believed that standing still would never help me discover what was possible. You know why? Because one of the first lessons I learned was that uncertainty doesn't always mean you are on the wrong path. Sometimes it simply means you are growing. Throughout my journey, I continued writing lifestyle and digital news. Every article taught me something new, not only about writing but also about discipline, research, and communication. Writing became more than a profession. It became a way of understanding people and the world around me. At the same time, I remained open to opportunities beyond journalism. Many people think we should stay within one career path. But life often rewards curiosity. Instead of limiting myself to one field, I explored different creative experiences. And you know what I did? I participated in modeling opportunities, I stepped into beauty pageants, and each experience challenged me in a completely different way. Standing in front of a camera is very different from sitting behind a laptop writing an article. But one teaches observation, the other teaches confidence. I was grateful to be selected for the photos at Miss India, an opportunity that reminded me that sometimes the biggest victories begin with simply applying. There was no guarantee of success. There was only the courage to try. I also became a finalist in digital beauty competitions, including Asia Style Icon and Spotlight. And these experiences taught me that confidence is not about believing you are perfect. Confidence is believing you are willing to learn. Every stage, every photo shoot, every application became another lesson. Not every opportunity resulted in a title, but every opportunity resulted in growth. And that to me is success. Learning never stopped either. One thing I promised myself was that I would continue improving my skills regardless of where life took me. I completed certificate courses in yoga and wellness, not simply to collect certificates but to understand the importance of physical and mental well-being. Because creativity flourishes when our minds are healthy. I also enrolled in online courses through Coursera. And you know what is the interesting part? The interesting part is that the internet has made learning more accessible than ever before. So instead of waiting for opportunities, I decided to create them by investing in myself. Every course added a new perspective. Every lesson made me slightly more prepared than I had been before. And perhaps that's all growth really is. Becoming a little better than yesterday. This is what I learned. Because I also attended workshops whenever I had the chance. Workshops on personality development. Workshops do something that books cannot always do. They connect you with people. They expose you to different ideas. They remind you that everyone is learning. No matter how experienced someone becomes, there is always something new to discover. One place that has always been inspired me is a bookstore. So visiting Oxford Bookstore has never been just about buying books. It has always felt like entering a space filled with possibilities. Every shelf holds someone's imagination, someone's years of research, someone's dream. And walking through those aisles reminded me that ideas can change lives. Sometimes inspiration arrives not from a grand event but from quietly turning the pages of a book. Looking back, I realized something important. None of these experiences were connected at the beginning. Like writing, modeling, beauty pageants, learning, traveling, reading, workshops, yoga. So each seemed like a separate chapter, but today I see that they were all preparing me for the same journey. A journey of becoming a more creative, confident, and curious person. So life rarely follows a straight line. Sometimes we worry because our path looks different from everyone else's. But perhaps that's exactly how it should be. Your journey doesn't need to resemble someone else's. It only needs to reflect your own values and dreams. Another lesson uncertainty taught me is patience. We often expect immediate results. We want success to happen quickly, but meaningful growth takes time. Some opportunities bloom immediately. Others quietly prepare us for something much bigger later. Looking back, I don't regret the opportunities that didn't work out because even those experiences gave me confidence, skills, and resilience. But failure isn't always the opposite of success, that's what I learned. Sometimes it's part of the process. So people often ask, how do you stay motivated? The truth is, I don't always feel motivated. There are days when I doubt myself. There are days when progress feels invisible. But I have learned something valuable. Consistency is stronger than motivation. Motivation comes and goes. Habits remain. So showing up every day matters far more than waiting to feel inspired. So another important realization is that opportunities rarely arrive while we are waiting. They appear while we are already working. So while we are writing, learning, creating, traveling, meeting people, building skills, movement attracts opportunity. So let's suppose if I had waited until I felt completely confident, I might never have submitted applications. I might never have taken courses. I might never have explored new creative fields. Uncertainty would have won. Instead, I chose curiosity. And curiosity opened doors I couldn't have predicted. Today I continue believing in lifelong learning. And you know what? The world changes quickly. Technology evolves. Industries transform. But one investment always remains valuable. It means investing in yourself. Every book you read, every skill you develop, every conversation you have, and every workshop you attend, and every place you visit. Every experience becomes a part of your story. Even if you don't immediately understand its purpose. Okay, so if you're watching this today and wondering whether you should apply for something, well, start learning a new skill. Travel somewhere new. Create your first video. Write your first article. Or simply begin again. Because my answer is this. Take the first step. You don't need certainty to begin. You only need courage. Because opportunities don't always appear with guarantees. Sometimes they appear disguised as uncertainty, and only those who continue walking discover where the path leads. So as I conclude today's video, I want to leave you with one thought. Life isn't built by one extraordinary moment. It's built by hundreds of ordinary decisions to keep going even when the future isn't clear. To continue learning, continue creating, continue exploring, continue believing in yourself. Because every small step you take today may become the foundation of opportunities you cannot yet imagine. Thank you so much for watching. If this video inspired you, share in the comments one opportunity you decided to pursue despite uncertainty. I would love to hear your story. Until next time, stay curious, keep growing, and never stop believing in the power of small, consistent steps. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.